there I was, sitting at work, FMF corpsman, medic, for those who don't know the terminology, and this person comes in and they're like, hey doc, what am I on the hit list for? I'm scrubbing, naive to the possibilities of the new world, and all of a sudden I see COV, not cock, COV 19. First thing in my head, what the fuck is COV? Because the only COV over here is corn on the cob. So I Google it, and I Bing it, and I Safari it, and I get down on my knees and I cut my wrists open so I have blood to draw a satanic symbol in the floor to use alchemy to summon the devil himself to say, COV, that's COVID. You guys heard it here first, not on a news outlet, here at DwkVideos. Thank God you're subscribed to me. Thank God you're subscribed to me. No other lame-ass YouTuber would be coming out with this information. Day one here. That's right, boys. DoD is planning to implement the COVID vaccine 2019 by 2021. We've been in this situation for a while, haven't we? But if you guys go to health.mil, I actually did some research on this. There's something called Operation Warp Speed. I know what you're thinking, but Donnie, isn't it pronounced Operation Wop Speed? It can be. Operation Warp Speed, a multi-agency U.S. government effort led by the Department of Health and Human Services and Department of Defense, is working with the private sector with aims to deliver safe and effective COVID-19 vaccine doses to the American public beginning January 2021. In quotes, the Department of Defense continues to play a key role in development of potential COVID-19 vaccine, said Thomas McCaffrey, Assistant Secretary of Defense for Health Affairs. Now that vaccines have passed the first phase of testing for safety, dosing, and response, we have moved on to the next phase where volunteers are needed to join large clinical studies. We are excited to have several supporting sites these next steps in the vaccine development process. Some big ass military bases where you might be potential volunteers. Naval Medical Center, San Diego, i.e. Balboa. If you guys are stationed in San Diego, Balboa Hospital is actually just called Naval Medical Center, San Diego. Just like how you call Buffalo Wild Wings B-dubs. You don't have to abbreviate it, but you've used it so much that you can't actually comprehend when someone says the real name. Brooke Army Medical Center, Wilford Hall Ambulatory Surgical Center, Walter Reed National Military Medical Center, Fort Belvoir Community Hospital. Now, I know there's some like anti-vax moms in the chat. And when I started recording this video, my wife was like, are they gonna make you get it? Across the room.
I am not anti-vax.
You're anti being nice to me. The selected DoD sites are currently enrolling volunteers for the clinical trial, according to Cowden. The trial is a randomized control, double-blind study, meaning volunteers will either receive the study vaccine or saline. The study team and the participant will be blinded so that they won't know which the participant received until the end of the study. So if you sign up for this, normally there's incentives, right? When they are testing vaccines, and I worked as a corpsman at boot camp when they were testing vaccines, there's like this adenovirus vaccine going on, and you were getting paid if you wanted to partake in the trial. They are literally gonna inject you with either the vaccine or saline. I'm infected. Which means you only have a 50-50 chance of actually getting it, and you can make out with some money. Participating in a vaccine clinical trial is voluntary, but is also critically vital to ensure the overall effort is ultimately successful. Volunteers should also know safety remains an overriding priority for anyone participating in the clinical trials. If you guys watching wish to volunteer and you live close to some of those bases I named, you can actually call them up. They have a team specific for this and be like, hey, I want to be a guinea pig. Please help me grow 3 inches and or grow a 3rd ear. Because I hear all this shit talking behind my back. Got him! But yeah, cool little piece of history. I think it's pretty new, so I'm sure some of you will be shocked in the chat. I'm assuming once everything gets passed, that it probably will be mandatory for military since it's already showing up on a requirement tracker on our medical readiness. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts in the chat? I'm very curious. Again, I know there's anti-vax moms, I know there's people on the fence, and I know there's people who's all for it. Coming from a person who worked in immunizations for years, I don't really think there's much to worry about, especially if it's like an activated virus, dead. I don't see a downside. I mean, you could just get COVID for real. Some of the people watching probably wouldn't make it. Would you, asthma girls?